What's cooking, you guys? Today I brought you an entrepreneur fresh from the oven because she's a baker, and not just that, she's a pioneer at that. She introduced things like the mousse in her hometown. Nobody knew what it was a while ago. So, guess what? Her business started as soon as the pandemic did, but it's already started booming. So, here are some examples, some great examples of what she's capable of. Now, without any further ado, let's get to the interview with her, shall we? Uh, Welcome to the show, guys. Today we have a baker by choice, uh, a successful entrepreneur at that. Uh, Age 23 and aged recently, aging like a fine wine, like she says, likes to say herself. Right. So
Yeah.
we have Shakshi Gupta, uh, a upcoming baker in Kashipur, Uttarakhand. So, right. So we have already discussed that it was her birthday a few days ago. So we'll move on from that. Okay. Needless to say, uh, when I wanted to interview you, I researched you, of course. Right.
Definitely. I'm sure about that. Yeah.
Huh. So there is one line that has stuck for me too nicely. Like it's better than Fevikwik right now. Right.
Okay.
Ah,
Yeah.
you said you said something about less perfection, more authenticity.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one line I'm taking to my grave. Stop me if you can. What I want you to do is to elaborate from your own point of view.
Sure. So basically, that is something when you say less perfection, more authenticity, is basically you're focusing more on the quality, I feel always. Because, actually nothing can be perfect from everyone's point of view. The thing which is perfect for me might not be perfect for you, right?
Yeah,
But quality more over everything. So I feel whenever you're doing something, if anything, you should focus more on the quality rather than how it looks like, or like most of the people I've seen here is more focused on how the thing is looking instead of how it is tasting in reference with baking.
as far as baking is concerned, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll get to this in a moment. So here's the thing. So if whatever you said is it would it be correct if I rephrase it such that you do your own thing and you give out your heart to it, because as far as the judgment parameters go, they are arbitrary.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. All right. So,
I give my heart
uh,
out to.
could you repeat that? The sound cut out.
Definitely, whatever you said, that I do whatever I am doing wholeheartedly. There's not even 1% of me not involved in doing it.
Right. So that brings me. Yeah, I could actually see that. As far as looks are concerned, right? So that coming from you na is not justified. As far as confectionery is concerned, I'll tell you why. Right? Because I've seen your cakes. So basically, almost none of the recipes repeat themselves. Huh? Each and every time the cake has a different look, though there might be similarity in the tools you use to make the cake, but every time the cake looks bloody different and looks bloody awesome, right? So the way I see it, each cake for you is a piece of art for you, right?
And an exam to say
And
that
oh,
I
right,
have,
an exam sound cut out.
and I'm saying and an exam to say that I definitely have to pass in which.
Yes, makes sense. There are two questions related to what you just said right now, and we'll come to that in some time. So now that you have just recently turned 23,
Yeah.
so like, yeah, asking you in a casual manner, do you have any dreams or ambitions for the future? Like, for example, you want to grow your MS Brown, huh?
It's
Or maybe, yes,
Miss Brown.
yes, my bad, Miss Brown. I got confused because actually there are actual companies which go by MS because it's a legal requirement.
Legal requirement, yeah.
Could you come
But
closer
this
to
one,
the camera, please? Your sound is not that.
now is it fine?
Yeah.
Continue.
You were saying something.
Yeah, I was just saying that it's Miss Brown right now.
Yeah, cool. So your dreams and ambitions, if any.
I want to ask this in particular, like, are you talking about Miss Brown's reference?
Anything. Like, if I were to explain it, a person, let's say, taking Bollywood's analogy, right? So they start off like, मेरे को actor बनना है, and they have no idea कि what to do. They go to Mumbai, they start figuring themselves out. All they have going for themselves is an ambition. I want to do
Yeah,
this in life. So, like,
yeah.
what is your case?
So let me tell you a little background here. I
Sure.
am a graduate from ISS Pune.
Yes.
Then I am actually currently pursuing MBA as well.
Mm-hmm.
And if you see, Miss Brown has been a lockdown opportunity for me. I was always, since my school days, fond of baking. I always wanted to enter the food industry. I always wanted to open a cafe of mine, not particularly a bakery, but a cafe
Mm-hmm.
of mine. Always wanted to go in the food sector.
Right.
So during lockdown, this opportunity came, and I have been taking workshops and regular classes to improve my skills, to upgrade my skills, because it's all about what is trending in the market. Because
Oh,
every day skill set, and if you keep repeating the same things, you're not going to stay in the market for long. That is for sure. Because
right.
people just need things. They get fed up of the old things. They just need. We also do the same for other sectors as well.
Yes.
So this thing, and I was very happy that it got started somehow. And initially, it was always like whether it's going to work or not, whether people are going to repeat their orders or not once they have it. But touchwood, it's going really nice. My customers, they actually, every one of them, I am surprised and very happy. They give me feedbacks. They post stories on Instagram. They, most of them, 99%, I can say, are my regular customers who keep on ordering me on regular basis. Whenever they have an occasion, Miss Brown is their go-to bakery now. So I'm
Oh,
very
that's
happy to say
great.
that. Yeah. And then if you talk about like where I want to go from here, is definitely I would want to make it next Theobroma, you can say.
Oh,
Next Theos,
yeah.
yeah. So definitely looking forward to it, and I hope that happens someday.
I have only been to Thirubrahma once in my life, and I still remember it. It's that good. So,
It's
I can
good.
get the vibes of what you mean right now,
Yeah. Yeah. So
because
there
it's
was this compliment I have received, and I would like to share it because I couldn't post it anywhere because I thought it was just too huge to share it somewhere. So
yeah.
there is this customer of mine. He's very fond of Theobroma. He's a very regular customer of Theobroma. So he texted me saying, Sakshi, this is the cake which I have felt is better than Theobroma's cake. No offense, nowhere. But I was just so overwhelmed that I could, somebody even mentioned Theobroma in front of me. It's like a godfather. It's just too good. Theobroma
Makes sense.
is good. Yeah, so that is something, such appreciations really makes you move forward.
So, first of all, like, of course, what your one answer actually answered five of my questions. Secondly, I am guessing, judging from what I know via social media,
Yeah,
that compliment is well founded,
yeah.
because yeah, like you're the person who introduced Moose to Kashipur, right?
So I have received those compliments as well when I started and everything. That Sakshi, you are bringing a different vibe only in Kashipur, because things like these which I am making, people never really got them here. And after me, I've seen many bakeries doing it. Everyone is making cupcakes and brownies and Nutella hazelnut brownies, which whatever I do, that's pretty obvious. So yeah, matlab, it was really nice to hear that people are actually appreciating it. Initially, I thought, ki whether Kashipur will take the taste of those things or not, or it will be appreciated or not. But touch wood, it's really nice, and people are actually liking the vibe which I've created.
That's great. So that's actually awesome. So I am guessing, but I'll ask anyway. Is work and fun at this point the same thing for you?
Definitely, it is. whenever whenever a customer orders me, I'm just looking forward how can I serve the best and make the most memorable cake and the most divine taste they can have. Definitely looks matter, so I try to make it more prettier somehow or the other. I go shopping of all the cake things myself. Like I want to have the prettiest toppers, I want to have the prettiest accessories of the cakes so that it looks really nice.
Yeah, awesome. So, okay, here's a concept of mine, like original stuff, huh? So,
Yeah.
uh, all of us after schooling, right?
Mhm.
After schooling, we go to different types of colleges. I went to an engineering college. Someone went to a law college. You went to arts and science college, right? So, I hypothesize, hypothesize that each and everyone in our college time, because of the vibes and basically people around us, we develop this thing called a life lens. Basically, we develop a perspective towards the world, right? So if uh, I'm an engineer, I look at machines and I'm like, I can make that better. uh yeah, so or maybe this guy isn't doing that right enough, right?
Mhm.
So recently I talked to a mass media person. They were like, I judge the world, or like I look at the world in terms of the number and quality of the human interactions I had, right?
Okay.
So I would like to ask, what is your life lens?
See, I would say that so recent experience. I was in Delhi. I visited a bakery there. So now and whenever I'm new cities, all I want to visit is a bakery. That's for sure. A bakery or a cafe. That's my go-to fascination everywhere. So whenever like you said, whenever you look at a machine, you say I can make this one better. So whenever I go, like I am also like, yeah, they have done a real. Well, now I know I can judge them. I can give them marks on them. Ki out of 10, what they've done. So if you see, everyone has a, but at the same time, everyone is looking at things differently. What I will like mostly, everyone has a different perspective. You cannot
Right.
judge just because likes so other person has to like as well. So I what I try to do is I try to customize it, or make things look better or taste better according to the customer's preference. Like recently I got an order. They wanted truffle between with the white hazelnut topping on the top, which is a very rare combination.
Mhm.
Very rare. So yeah, you just try to satisfy your customers, and that is how you go around.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool and great.
Yeah.
My question was, how do you view life? Like,
How do
right? How do you view life? As in, I a engineer might view life in terms of systems going here and there. A
you?
psychologist might view life in terms of इसका दिमाग खराब हो गया, huh? Things like that. How
Yeah,
do
yeah,
you
yeah.
view life?
So I think to view life, the main thing is in whatever you are doing, whatever work you are doing, you should be just happy with it. You should just you forward to your work. You should never have a thought, damn, I don't want to order today, or damn, I don't want to work today. Every day you should feel like now whatever I'm doing, it's encouraging me. It's fun to do.
Right.
Like before I started this, I always used to think, and people used to ask me, what are you passionate about? You should be passionate about your work,
Right.
right? So, what I view is, I to feel like ki, out of 100%, 99% people would be cake lovers. They have to be. They are just amazing.
Right. Here's what I want to point out, right? Every time you answer one of my questions, two or three of them are all answered already. Anyway, so,
So, is that
right.
a good thing or a bad thing? Do I
Of
need to
course, that's
narrow
a
it
good
down?
thing. Of course, that's a good thing. So,
Okay, good.
all right. So, uh, how did this passion for bakery come into you, basically? How did you discover your passion for bakery? Like, except for the lockdown thing, like you always
Hmm.
wanted to do it, right? What is
Yeah.
that led you to do it? As in,
To be
what
very
made you?
I myself a huge foodie.
Yeah.
I am myself like when I was in college, my friends used to call and ask me, Sakshi, which place to go? Where do you get good food? Where do you get good pastries? So, I was their Zomato, you can say. All of my all of my friends. So I was always very, very fond of eating. Where I'm a very big foodie. So I always thought, and then when I came to Kashipur, I noticed that the things which we really like outside, people, it's not accessible here. It's not available here.
Right, right,
So
right.
I thought, because I love baking also, I just wanted that everyone should cherish that taste, should enjoy that taste and be fond of eating.
Yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay, right, makes sense. A casual question of sorts, right? You have been a foodie all
Yeah.
your life. You like
Yeah.
the first place you go to at every town or your town is a bakery. You judge all sorts of food. How are you still thin?
No, no, no. I am not. Trust me, I'm not. I have a very hard time maintaining whatever I have, and then also whenever I am on the weighing machine, 2-3 kg shoot up.
2 kg is nothing. Anyway, so what is it that uh, a skill, a value, it could be anything, right? That you apply to your private life as well as your professional life.
Okay. I think what I apply in my private and professional life as well is I really like to chill all the time. I'm a
Yeah, I
I'm
can
a
see that.
very you can I'm a very so wherever when I started this work also I thought whenever I'll decide where I want to go, that work should be chilling for me. I
Yes.
shouldn't have work for it.
Hmm.
So in personal life also and in professional life also, the kind of work I'm doing, the kind of things I'm doing is chilling. You bake, you chill. You go out, you chill. So
Yeah, I've
it's
seen you chilling. You're making cakes at 2 a.m. and then you're like as happy as a toddler.
yeah, sometimes because right now I'm a home baker. So my mom is all like, Sakshi, what have you done to my kitchen? I cannot even cook food here. So yeah, it's really nice and fun to do. And basically, yeah, that is the thing which matters now.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what is that one thought or value or code that you live by? Except for the one that I just mentioned earlier.
Yeah, less perfection. I was just thinking that, but I thought that we have talked about it. So let's not mention that.
The chilling
Okay.
qualifies, by the way.
Yeah, so the code I live by is really that actually there are so many. If I open my Instagram or anything, I have a saved list and everything. There's so many which inspires you. But the
Right.
most recent one, if I am relating it to the baking thing.
Hmm.
So that baking is love made edible.
That's good. And fat
Yeah,
free.
and that yeah.
Right. So, okay, here's the thing. When you were starting off, right? Like as of right now, you have a established customer base, right?
You
When
can
you
say
were,
that. Yeah.
yeah. So when you were starting out, of course, you must have had your own insecurities, with worries, or issues like supply and demand issues, things like that. What was that time
Wait.
like?
Okay. But if I only think about it, that time gives me goosebumps. So I'll tell you. When I started it off, in next 2 to 3 days, there was Rakhi, Raksha Bandhan festival.
Hmm.
So that time I was not, it had hardly been actually 2 or 3 days that I delivered my first order. So I expected, okay, I'll get a generous amount of orders on Rakhi since it's a festival. So
Right.
I think I'll be able to manage it. But to my surprise, I got too many orders for Rakhi that actually for 2 nights I was up till probably 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. Just baking. And then at that time, you don't even have, your suppliers fixed or vendors fixed and everything. So I had a very hard time at that time. But at the same time, I was just overwhelmed with the response of people.
Right.
Till now, people are surprising me. In fact, on Diwali as well, it touch wood, it was just so overwhelming. I'd especially put up a post also for all my happy customers. So definitely, initially for everything, I feel it is a very difficult task to maintain, and to set your vendors, to get your hands right on it. And there are sometimes the things which you're actually making for the first time. It's not like you've made everything before.
Right.
You make it for the first time, you're doing the experiment, and then you are delivering as well. So you have to do like 10 times 10x more into it. You have to do experiments and this and that. So, but altogether it's fun at the end of the day. I like doing that.
So
So
what
now
is, sorry, my bad, please continue.
no, yeah, so now I have everything set. It's been a time now. I all have my vendor set and everything. So now it's much easier.
Right. So what is it that, of course, like that was one hell of a experience, right? So what is
100%.
it that you learned from it, basically?
I learned to be patient.
Mm-hmm.
I learned how to, even if some of your customer is saying something, just be patient there, and
Mm-hmm.
things will fall in.
Right.
You cannot. I also learned how to keep calm all the time. You
Mm-hmm.
cannot. I am not someone who can keep calm all the time, but you need to keep calm all the time.
I feel you on that.
Yeah, so you have to be calm, you have to be patient, and actually I think I've inculcated that in myself.
Right.
So yeah,
Like,
that's
would that be right that once you start doing something you love, keeping calm and having patience becomes somewhat easier because, well, there's your love and work attached with it.
definitely, it becomes so much more easier and relatable, like you always had it.
Mm-hmm. Right. So, uh, so there's that. Ocha, by the way, baking is new. Like you are a pioneer of baking in Kashipur, at least, right? Like new
Yeah.
bakery, something like that. So, uh, since that was not a traditional profession, so to say, was there any initial friction amongst you and your family members or friends, something like that?
See, honestly, my family has always been super supportive.
Yes.
Super supportive. But yeah, definitely there were problems. Like my dad used to ask me, "Is this what you're going to do? And are you sure about it? Do you think you will? Is it your thing? You think you will be passionate about it always and
Mm-hmm.
everything?" So everyone, actually, you won't believe it. See, I think I'm a baker, but
Right.
I'm not someone who would go in the kitchen randomly and start cooking something. Not very fond of. I am fond of baking, but I'm not very fond of, like, I wouldn't go in the kitchen to make an experiment on sushi, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of my relatives, all of my friends were like, "Are you sure you can spend that amount of time in kitchen?" So yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense, right? You've been a outdoorsy kind of person all your life.
Yeah, too much, actually, too much. And then when you are in such a profession, you have to be committed too much.
Right.
You just cannot think, okay, for 4 days I'll go here, for 5 days I'll go there. No, you have to be there when your customer needs you. So
Right.
you really have to be dedicated and committed.
Right. So that brings me, like, of course, bakery is one of those things that involves a lot of, especially a growing bakery and a
Hmm.
professional bakery. Involves a lot of human relationships, like your relationship with your customers, right?
Hmm.
Customers, and then their feedback. Uh, so basically, and yeah, you want to basically be good to them so that apart from your product, if you're good, there's a good chance of them coming back, right? So of
Definitely.
course that goes without saying that you learned it on the fly. Of course you were
Yeah,
an
but
outdoorsy person and you were good at it. I am
yeah,
aware of that part, but like you must have learned something there too, right?
yeah, definitely. What I've learned personally, I don't know, I should say it or not, but you have to be nice to everyone, whether you like it or not. You just have to be nice to everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that all
It's
right?
not.
So
But
what?
one thing, now I've become such a warm person because of this thing that I don't have to put an effort to be nice to everyone.
Like that.
Taking talk
Yes,
customers taught me this.
right. Yeah, I have observed that once a person is satisfied with themselves, rest of the world doesn't matter much.
Doesn't matter much. That's true. Yeah,
Hmm. So, needless to say, each human has their own downtimes, right?
absolutely.
So, what do you say to yourself when you are facing a downtime? Because you can't stop, right? You have to keep going for growth.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll tell you about it. When I started this off, and Rakhi was a boom and everything. Raksha Bandhan was a boom and everything. After that, I was just sitting and wondering, what if I don't get orders next? Where am I going then? What if it was just this period of time? This was momentous.
Right.
So thought ki, okay, no, you have to motivate yourself. Nobody else is going to come and tell you, no, you do this, you do that. You have to motivate yourself. And I did that. I started making different things. I started promoting them and people started ordering. So, there was this fear always in the starting, whether I, tomorrow it's going to come or not. Tomorrow I'll have orders or not. Initially, it was a very big fear. Ki, what if there's nothing and people forget Miss Brown? Starting it was like that. What if I'm not able to build my name and everything? But you just have to keep going and going and going, approaching the right things, having, most importantly, delivering good things to your customers is what remains there. If
Right.
once also bad thing or something unethical, I think your business starts going down from there. Right now, I just want to tell this. I'm organizing a Christmas party in Kashipur.
Right.
Like, the kind of concept we have in metropolitan cities, the Christmas party, or there we have every kind of party. So
Mhm.
I think in small towns like here, people don't really have options, and the youngsters who really wants to go, or anyone XYZ. So I'm organizing a Christmas party here. I'm looking
Right.
forward to it, and I'm love if you also come from Gujarat.
I would love to, but I've got my priorities right now.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
So
Yeah,
I'll make you one promise right now that I'll set aside some time for next Christmas party.
100%,
Hell, not
100%.
next
Looking
Christmas party. If you have a Rakhi party, I'll come to. No problem. Just a party is fine.
cool, yeah.
Right.
So
So
I hope we'll have good response in this Christmas party as well. Let's see the rest.
right. I'm confident. You already have a good customer base. You have already have good work ethic and all. Like the if something goes wrong, well, there's right. So of course, in your life, in my life, in everyone's life, there are things that are under your control, and there are things that are not under your control, and that not under your control part can severely mess up with your head, right? Especially when you are establishing a business.
Yeah.
So yeah. So what did you do about it?
So the moment you said now there are things which are not under your control and that messed up your head and everything. There were 3-4 incidents in line which came to my mind all of a sudden,
All
because
of them. Give me
obviously,
all of them.
yeah. No, I can't give you all of them.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, so but yeah, I will tell you like how did I deal with it initially when it was my first time I was facing something like that. I got like, oh my god, what do I do and everything. So then I figured out the best thing is that you sit with your mom and dad and talk
Right.
your heart out. And when you are calm, then you talk to that person with which the messing up thing is being happened. Because if you are in
Mm-hmm.
the heat of the moment, you don't know what you're going to say. So first calm yourself down, release all your anger, and then go and talk nicely. And then
Right.
you have to talk nicely. That is the mantra you can say.
All right. All right. I think you just answered another one of my questions. All right. So coming to family, right? So your mom has a YouTube channel. You are a
Yeah,
baker by choice. Huh?
but
Your sister is a rifle woman. Huh?
that is law actually. She's my bhabhi. She's my sister-in-law.
Oh, all right, all right, right.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
my point being, there's something very right going on in your family. So, I wanted to know what is like the core value or the ideology of your family.
Okay, so I'll tell you one thing that I'm really grateful is that my parents or my brother, my elder brother, they never forced upon anything on me. Or my
Hmm.
parents never forced upon anything on my brother or me. We always did till date. They say, whatever makes you happy, do that. Whatever you
Right,
feel is right, do. They always gave that liberty, to choose to make your own decisions. So that has been such a big thing. Otherwise, for someone who's been a graduate from Symbiosis and pursuing MBA right now, and then all of a sudden starting a home baking thing is not a very rare, common thing to do, you can say. Not
right.
all people. Because obviously, if I think right now that okay, I'll just quit baking and I'll go and have a job somewhere, it's not easy. I don't think, because after having such a long gap, it's not easy. But yeah, they have been supportive and they know, they have that confidence in us that yeah, whatever they'll do good. Like my
Hmm.
brother also, he's an engineer, but by profession right now, he's an international consultant.
Right,
So that's all because of my parents. Yeah.
right, right. So, that's actually great to hear. Uh, right. So, okay, I'll tell you one thing, right? From what I have seen from your social media, right? You have a certain class, right? Right.
Hmm.
So, like, it like class is as in a way of living, not as in a way of differentiation, right?
Okay.
So, what installed that in you?
You can say the same thing. My family, they've always been like that. I've grown up like that. And then, there is this nature of yours which is reflected everywhere, I feel.
Right.
So that nature of mine is there. I don't know, from as long as I can remember, I guess. I am always fond of beautiful things, I feel.
Mm-hmm. Seen that.
Yeah.
Uh, what else? So, okay, what is it that you have learned in your life, like entire life, that one thing, important thing that you think everyone can apply in their life and benefit from it?
Okay. I'll tell that. See, there is something which is called live and let live, no?
Yes.
If you apply that, if anyone is using that formula, I don't think that, anyone can just randomly make you unhappy or
Mm-hmm.
remove that spark from you. You just have to be content according to me. You have self-acceptance, contentness in yourself. And, just being content in yourself, I think, is really important. You cannot always look to people for happiness. You have to find that inside you. You have to have that confidence inside you that wherever you will go, you will be a sparkle. You will
Right,
glow
right.
everywhere you. Yeah.
Confidence,
Right.
basically, self-confidence.
Self-acceptance,
Ah,
content.
self-acceptance. Right.
Yeah.
So there's that. So you're as of right now a home baker, simultaneously pursuing an MBA,
Hmm.
right? So like, how do you basically manage your time? Like, there must be a relationship too, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So, so how do you manage your time amongst all these things?
Sorry, what did? Can you repeat the question again?
Right. So I'm saying you are a baker by choice, which in
Hmm.
itself requires a time commitment. Plus, you are pursuing an MBA. There's a good
Hmm.
chance there might be a relationship too somewhere. So how are you
Hmm.
managing your time?
To be honest, most of my time is giving to my baking.
Right.
most of my time. So that is the reason also that I am not doing a regular MBA. I am doing an MBA with distance MBA, basically distance
Mm-hmm.
learning.
Right.
So, you know that obviously we do have assignments, we do have exams and everything, but then you do manage it. There are times when I've been up till 4 a.m., 5 a.m. completing my assignments. Simultaneously, my OTG is working, and
Right.
you just have to manage. Yeah, it happens, but it happens. Plus, MBA is
Okay.
going to get over very soon. So I'm happy about that.
I am guessing that MBA lessons will help you expand this too, right?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
So what, one of my questions was कि do you want to become next Mongenis? Because Theobroma तो मेरे दिमाग में भी नहीं आया था. So like already answered that part too, right? So all right, simple question: 3 books, 3 movies, and 3 songs that you would recommend anyone, like everyone, and why?
See, honestly, movies and songs are easy for me, but I've never been, because I've always been into something or the other, that I did not really get time to read novels and everything. So I
Mm-hmm.
won't suggest that. I don't want people to read anything which can be as bad as possible. But yeah, definitely I can suggest movies. So, to be very honest, I'm not a very big movie person as well.
Right.
I don't get time. I don't get time to watch movies, and plus since COVID time the theaters are shut, and I'm a very lazy person, or you can say anything, that I
Lazy
just
doesn't
cannot
apply
sit.
to you.
Yeah, but no, actually I'm a very restless person. I cannot sit at a place for
Ah,
2.5 or 3 hours just to watch something. It's a very big task for me. But yeah, okay. um, See, I think there's this movie which I guess everyone has seen, is Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, and
mm,
I am the biggest fan of that movie. It is
right,
actually a very, very, very nice and meaningful movie, right? Be it in
right,
terms of relationships or friendships or fun or anything or life. It teaches you a lot.
right. So coming
So
to
I,
friendship, sorry, please
yeah,
continue.
yeah. No, you tell me. Hmm.
So coming to friendships, how has your past friendships, like college friends, school friends, huh? Or cookie, like how have they helped you, or like had ill effects on you in your life?
So you must have seen the moment you said friendship, I had a smile on my face.
Yeah.
So touch wood that I have been very lucky in this regard. Friends, 1 second. I'm sorry.
Mm,
Yeah, I'm sorry. The call got interrupted. Yeah. So the friends I had in school are my friends till now, and
right.
I don't think that I even have one of that person who has made an ill effect in my life. I have I have a lot of friends, but there are some friends who are special to you, and they always remain that way, right? So in college also likewise, the friends I have are my friends. I feel as long as I can remember, and they're always there. They're very supportive. They've always been super supportive, actually,
Right.
super supportive. Yeah, so it's been very nice.
Right.
No complaints from my friends. I have no complaints.
Oh, that was a genuine answer, but that could have not
No,
been one.
that's actually a super genuine answer,
Yeah, yeah,
super genuine.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. That wasn't genuine answer, but it couldn't have been one. Hmm.
Yeah, probably.
Right. So, needless to say, you're an outdoorsy. You have been an outdoorsy person at least before lockdown, right? So what is it about travel and exploration that gets to you?
Okay. Yes. So basically, I am a person, obviously, I think everyone in today's generation loves traveling. There's no such person who doesn't like to explore or travel. Everyone is an explorer and a traveler, right? Yeah. So, but to be honest, like, I obviously love to explore, especially new food. Especially new food. Like, I love food. Yeah. And to say about traveling, see, I'm not a very big traveler, to be honest, because I have so much of my constraints while traveling that it's not very feasible to travel all the time.
Could you
Like,
elaborate on that?
yeah, I can actually see, someone who's a very hardcore traveler can adjust in any situation, like
Right.
very flexible in everything. I don't think I'm that person. I want the arrangements to be perfect. I want to, whoever is going, that kind of thing. Like I just don't want to go and like I'm not a very big camping person, you can say. I just cannot trek and then sit on a tent and spend my night. So
All right. All
from
right.
that, not a very big traveler, but yeah, I love to explore new places, definitely. Nicely arranged things. That is when I love to travel and explore. I told you that I love to explore new food,
Right.
cuisines.
Okay.
Yeah,
Stupid question, right? I'm already telling you what I'm asking you is super stupid, right?
very very
Huh?
stupid. Yeah,
Yeah,
very
I'm
stupid.
about to ask it now. All right. So
Bring
so have you ever thought in a Chinese restaurant कि
it.
यहाँ पे pastry क्यों नहीं है? Or maybe how
Hmm.
would a Chinese pastry be like?
They have a desert corner. I think that everywhere, like wherever, okay, so for example, most of the restaurants I've seen in deserts, they just write gulab jamun, halwa, and this and that. Okay.
Hmm.
Where is the pastry or the cake? Or
Right.
there are so absolute lovely things in baking. I don't know why people don't put that in. They should put that in.
Right. All right. Here's the
Yeah.
thing. This might be helpful for you. Huh? Like you've already identified a problem. Business is basically problem identification of problem and then solving it. Like you solved the problem of Kashipur ki there's not much variety when it comes to confectionery, right? So
100.
same problem is as of right now applicable to other sorts of restaurants. What if
Yeah.
you give training to personnel of those restaurant and so that they can include more items in their menu and thus become more popular?
So I'll tell you this thing that initially I thought of
Mm,
collaborating with some resorts or some hotels to,
right.
promote Miss Brown goodies. But then I thought that I actually thought about it a lot. This
Mm-hmm.
question, what you have, I have been given a very good amount of time to this. So eventually, I came to this part that I really want Miss Brown's goodies exclusively for Miss Brown's. If someone orders from me for some party or for some get together, something like that, I'm definitely open for it. But I wouldn't want my goodies to be in someone else's plate, because
Right.
that's how I'm it's great to collaborate in everything. But I feel that it's my thing and it should be exclusive.
All right. All right.
That's
Sure. Sure. Basically, you love your food a lot. In short,
a lot.
like you're possessive about your food.
I am super possessive.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh, okay. I am getting basically whatever I have made the questions, right? All the questions I have made based on your social media profiles. Whatever I could understand from your social media profiles. What I am guessing right now is you're the kind of person who doesn't compromise much on things.
Depends on things.
In general, that is.
In general, yeah, not much.
Right. So could you give an instance of your life that could highlight it?
So, like I mentioned about traveling, there are so many trips I have compromised because of this, uh, wanting to be a nice trip I am looking forward to because of that. And yeah, there are many other things as well. Actually, I don't like to compromise. I feel that why do you want to compromise in your life, right? You shouldn't.
Yes, no, of course. That's part that part is obvious, but there's this part of it, and there's this part of you have already realized and hence made it a part of your own personality, right? So
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
I'm saying is
To change this thing, a little bit thing that sometimes, it becomes a problem also. When you are not that much flexible, and so it does create a problem sometimes. So you should be actually a little flexible, and I am working on it.
Right. So,
Yeah.
all right, simple question. I probably already know the answer. Let's say
Hmm.
you have a delivery due tomorrow, but you are quite ill. What do you do?
So first, tell me, what did you think of an answer?
That
You
you'll
said that.
deliver.
Huh?
You will ask for help from your family if required, and then you will deliver.
Actually, it also depends on what the order is
Please
and how
elaborate.
ill I. See, it depends how big the order is,
Mm-hmm.
and what kind of illness I'm having.
Right.
If I catch something, what do you say, transferable disease, so obviously I cannot do it.
Right.
But yeah, if something can be managed and the order can be managed, I would love to deliver. There are very few orders till now, actually, very few that I have said no to because I was out of town or something. Otherwise,
Mm-hmm.
whenever I have been in Kashipur, I have not said no to even one order, I guess.
So have you already expanded to Rampur?
Ramnagar, are you saying?
My bad. It's been 6 years or more. How much time?
Yeah.
4, 6 years at least.
Yeah. So I'm very glad to say that I am delivering in all the nearby areas. In fact, till Haldwani, till Rudrapur, Bajpur, and Haldwani is what, like 70 kilometers, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
67. I guess. So yeah, I am delivering in most of the areas nearby.
Right. That's great because while I was there, I didn't see anything like trans town delivery system. We didn't had that. Right.
Where?
So
Huh.
like 6 years ago, Kashipur.
That time, yeah, it was a different era only. I feel so
Yeah.
much difference.
I'll have to come again. like
Definitely, definitely.
like the point of time at which I left was the point of time when there was the first mall opening.
Okay, you cannot actually call it a mall.
Yeah, I know. I have been to metropolitan cities now, but it
Yeah,
was a mall for us back then.
for us by that time. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, would you agree that following one's own passion is basically the good kind of intoxication?
It's the best intoxication you can have, I would say.
Right.
It, yeah.
Hmm.
And if something you're not passionate about, you are not looking forward to do it in your everyday life, you should change your thinking and explore something you're passionate about.
Right. So you've already mentioned that you are a restless person, right? So I am guessing that at least before MS Brown, you must have had some problems with sleeping.
No, not that kind of restless person I am. I love sleeping as well. When you eat good food, you get good sleep.
Right. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So like you've already interacted with so many people, right? Like so many customers. So like all sorts of people, all walks of life. So do you have some tips for other people, like for making better human connections?
Yeah. See, I mentioned this one before also.
Mm-hmm.
Be nice.
Be nice.
Train yourself to be nice. Train yourself to smile all the time.
Right.
Because when you are smiling, people like to talk to you. When you are happy, people like to talk to you. If you're always like, no, I'm tired, no, I'm sleepy, if you don't have that energy inside you, the
Right.
vibes get transferred. Now, whatever vibes you're having inside you, those gets transferred to the other person immediately.
Definitely.
So, the vibes you're carrying should be really nice. The vibes should be
Mm-hmm.
transferred nicely. Yeah, to have good vibes inside you.
Yeah. So, like, just for fun sake, is there a fun instance in your bakery career so far that you would like to share?
There are so many. Um, okay. So sometimes customers make really weird demands, you know, and
Like
you have to
I'll have to stop you there, and like don't
yeah,
mind me, but you are the first, maybe the only store in Kashipur that is
yeah,
open to demands and customizations.
yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because everyone else has a set menu. Yours menu is dynamic. Like I'll here new introduction, or maybe or otherwise they give challenge.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah. Some actually I've had encountered with such people who just inquire to test you whether you
mm-hmm.
can do it or not. I have had so many messages like that. Do you make this? Do you make that? And they have no intentions of ordering. I know by the way they're texting. They just
Right.
want to see whether you do it or not. So yeah, that is something very nice. And then also, uh, the fun thing is that people keep on asking me that you are someone who wouldn't go to kitchen for making a cup of tea also, and how are you doing all of this? Everyone was super surprised actually when I started, shocked, surprised, astonished, everything. So yeah,
Right.
that's all. Baki, fun. So you have actually every person is of a different kind, you can say, right? We agree with that.
Yeah.
So wherever there's a new customer, you have fun in it. Like, let's see what's new now.
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah, when I tell them, I honestly ask them, you tell me, what are you looking for? I will make that. You just tell me, what are you looking for? So it's nice.
There's not much left to say at this point, right? You're like open to challenges. Come on, bring it.
I love challenge more than challenges. Yeah, new things. Whatever the person wants me to do, I make that happen. I somehow, and if I cannot, I just tell in the very first go. See, this is not my cup of tea.
Right.
But I don't. There has been such thing till now, I guess.
Right. So, basic, like in your like for the amount of time that you're in the kitchen doing bakery, like baking, I wanted to know how much of that time, like in percentage, goes in experimentation.
Actually, initially it was a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but now it's very less. Now it's like 10% probably. Yeah, now it's very less.
So, what did you learn? Acha, nahi, my bad. I didn't know na, that you were doing MBA from a distance learning program. So, I had symbiosis questions too.
You can ask me about devices if you want to.
Like, there's not. I don't have much actually. Okay, here's a
Mhm.
fun question, right? So,
Hmm.
everyone, right? You, me, this, that guy, everybody, huh? Grows up with one or two, at least one or two biases in their head, right? And life at one point or the other smashes them. So what is
Hmm.
your bias that life smashed?
My bias that life smashed me.
No, no, life smashed your bias.
Life smashed my bias. Okay, so
Yeah.
basically it's like okay, so there's this thing so when I was in school,
Right.
I all that it's very easy for a person like me to make new friends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I always used to have a thinking, oh, it wouldn't be a very big deal for me when I go to college or to a new city to make new friendships and new people. But to my surprise, when life, this the thing that imagination of mine changed, that when I went to college, when I went to Pune, I actually had a time, it didn't happen overnight. I couldn't make friends overnight. I thought it was easy for me, but it actually banged on my face that no, dude, it's not easy. Then that is the time when I realized when I used to think that it was easy for me, that is because the friends I was having were my friends from like third or fourth grade, and they had been there
Right.
always. So I never, realized that oh, I am actually not meeting new people in that duration. When you are in
Right.
school, you hardly meet people, right? You are in that protected shield always.
Mhm.
So yeah, that was one thing. But yeah, gradually, obviously, when you become used to it and everything, it becomes easy. But yeah, definitely living outside your city teaches you so much.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that was great. Apart from what you just said, what is that one thing that you
Hmm.
got to know in your college days, huh? That you don't, that you think that you couldn't have got anywhere else?
Okay. Anywhere else, as in
As in,
like not.
if, like that sort of any, like if I was in an engineering college, I would claim ki ha, this I can only get to know in an engineering college. That sort of stuff.
Hmm. Okay. Um, Actually, my college was pretty chill. You see, but yeah, actually, not talking about college, but if I talk about Pune, so if I hadn't gone to Pune, I would have missed a lifetime. Actually, I
Mhm.
had a lifetime of experience there. Pune is the most livable city in India, I feel. So you get all sorts of people there, and then totally you have a different culture there from North India. So you explore a lot, you learn a lot. Had I been Delhi, it had been much easier for me to deal with people, because they're of the same, we have the same connection then, right? But
Yeah.
then when I went to meet totally a different set of people, they're coming from a different background, they're celebrating different things. So if I hadn't been in Pune na, so I wouldn't. Now I'm so comfortable with talking to every kind of people, I feel.
Yeah.
So if I didn't have that kind of experience, so I don't think that I would be so open for all. Or
Mhm.
I would have that understanding that how is this person thinking? What would he be thinking? Because people here and there thinks dramatically different. Dramatically different. Totally different mindset. So yeah, you get used to it, I feel.
Right. Right.
So now it's very easy to interact and understand people.
Right. Okay. Here's the thing. I will not ask you how much money you make because obviously I won't. Huh?
Hmm.
What I want to know is, like in a very rough sense, how do you manage your money?
Hmm.
Do you invest it? Do you put it back in the business? Do you splurge? What's your take on your money?
um I do everything actually. I obviously have to put it in back in business.
Right.
Definitely, that's the most important thing. Or marketing or different accessories, everything. And everything actually, to my surprise, everything is super expensive in this field. Like the packaging, the
Mhm.
accessories and everything, they look really simple, but they are really expensive.
All
So you
right.
definitely have to invest back in, and then you really want to spread a word of yours, so you have to do something for the marketing as well. So you
Definitely.
do spend on, and then definitely you have fun. When you are, you become less accountable, I feel. When you start
Ah,
earning.
like yeah, definitely. Like if I'm not wrong, you must have got a new sense of independence from it to what you do.
Yeah, definitely. Then parents also look up to you as if you are a little mature person now, as you were before.
Makes a lot of sense at this age.
Yeah, yeah.
So basically, I'm out of questions at this point.
Correct.
So
I am
what is?
answer all your questions satisfactorily. Yeah, are you
Uh,
satisfied?
it wasn't about satisfactions. There were no
No,
wrong
no.
answers.
Anything left which you want me to talk about or
Yes.
something?
One last thing.
Hmm.
Like, what
Hmm.
message would you like to give to the viewers? That's it.
What message I would okay, so first, if someone is interested in baking and have really something for it, go ahead. It's a thumbs up. You would love doing it. Then secondly, if you just be passionate about your work is what is the most important thing. I've been saying it again and again. to have that spark. People say that you should meditate and everything. Definitely you should. It's very important. But I feel when you're so involved in work, your work is the best meditation you can do, because you are actually so much focused in it, so much focused in it. So you need to be passionate about your work and eat lots of cake. Eat
Especially from Miss Brown.
Especially from people of Kashmir, if they're watching it, here I am.
Definitely. So I'll obviously put your social media handles in the description. If you want, I'll also put your contact number, like the professional contact number. Cool.
This one.
This one only.
This one
cool.
only.
Yeah. So, really, thank you. I had a lot of fun. I hope you had some fun too.
I had fun as well. A lot of fun.
Thank you for coming on the show. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you so much.